Okay, so this match was live streamed, but starting towards the end of game 3. So I'm going to preface the live stream with some coverage of the first 3 games, and we could even have the engine on as we go. So we're going to look from the finisher's perspective, and let's just take a look at those first 3 games of the match. The finisher we saw. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it in case you're watching it from the beginning. Okay. So the finisher is white here. Chicken's gone for a sack. Maybe d3, check, blocks. So he's got a material edge, but his king is slightly unsafe. And suddenly, yeah, black is doing very well here. What was the failure to defend? Just backing off maybe was good. But okay, so the problem is he's losing this piece as well. Okay, so he's still fine in that this square is defended, but not many pieces on the board at e4 is strong apparently as well. Okay, so throws in a check. He's trying to develop. Oh, that queen is trapped. Takes the queen, and this is just curtains all the pieces. I mean, the king is just stuck on the 3rd rank. Check, defends. Oh, didn't he miss this? And, check, takes, and yeah, this is this bishop move is very nice. Just cutting off the king from coming back. Although he could come back this way. So what's the actual threat? If the king does come back this way, knight to f4 is a problem. So it doesn't really work. So this is a good controlling squares around this king. So check, and the point is if bishop takes knight, knight will take here, king here, queen will come in, and queen will come in with mate. Or queen takes this and takes here, it's checkmate. Okay, so that was game 1. So chicken got off to a good start, and game 2 is going to be e4, e5, so the finisher probably knows his theory and is doing quite nicely. Takes, going for a knight probably for h3 or something. But no, knight e5 is really strong from the finisher. Takes, is queen h1 at some point a threat? It is. Queen at f5 also apparently was strong because if you just grab this one, then there's knight at f3, king to d1, knight takes g1. And for now this king is safe. So if you take here, rook at f1 check, knight to d1, rook takes knight, king takes, knight g to f3, king here, and this is promoting, and okay. Even if we're in any danger, this would get taken. Okay, so queen h1 instead was played though. Takes, this still looks really good for black. Pawn at f3. Well, knight at f3 was the move, and suddenly it's not so good. Knight at f3 was the key move. So the reason you didn't do knight at f3 is just bishop takes. Oh, this is very sneaky. Queen at g1 was the takes here. I'm not. I don't see what's knight takes c3. So this is yeah, quite hard to see. Why is this so strong? Queen at g1 even straight away is an interesting idea, but okay. This knight, so knight at f3 takes. Just taking it also is good. Takes, bishop at g4 and playing with minus. I mean, you're threatening queen at d1, so white has to go for the sacrifice, but apparently this king is safe. Okay, but instead at f3, and I think unfortunately that pawn is now going to be defending the white king, paradoxically. Takes, and it's just a back rank weakness. Okay. Bishop takes. So he's taken the defender, now rook takes knight. This is a good counter-attack from white, and he finds mate. So that was game 2. And quickly into game 3, we did cover the end of game 3, but we didn't see how it began. And okay, so again, white seems to be doing fine, trying to take on h7, sacking on f7, still seems reasonable. And this is a key mistake, this. Certainly the game turn. Just a simple move like at g7 apparently, or at g5, blocking off this rook file, and white is doing very well. But with this, that rook file open, what's the danger? Rook takes g2 is apparently good. Just knight e5. Why can't we just take it? I don't get this at all. Knight at f2 and then takes here. Okay. Was there something more critical? No, at e3, knight g4, both strong moves. But at e3 was good. But okay. Knight at f2 immediately was played. Takes here. Queen here. And again, white's doing okay again with such hard to find moves as knight. So obviously queen takes pawn is a threat, and apparently white should just give away, because the point is the king here, bishop takes knight, and actually black is getting mated. So just doing this just to relieve the threat and create some counter threats. Knight at knight d5 is the counter threat here, and yeah, white's doing very well here. Amazing. Knight at d8, very interesting move. But instead this, okay, queens are going to get exchanged, and that's going to be trouble. Okay, so free bishop first, queens get exchanged. Just taking the queen was good. This is actually a mistake, because king takes e2, bishop here check, king takes knight, and white has forced mate with this idea of knight at e5 coming in, but instead he blocked, and still white was doing very well, but he needed to find the only really winning move, knight at d8, king g7, h6, and if king h8, just taking this knight here. And if black takes the queen, the point is that knight at f7 takes is checkmate. Okay, there are lots of other variations, but he didn't find knight d8. Instead, he played knight here, takes, and now black is in the ascendancy. Blocks, takes, knight here check. He loses his queen, and yeah, it's black with the mate. So those are the first 3 games, and then I think we joined around here, around this point in game 4. It's game 3 or game 4 where we joined. Yeah, no, it was actually here where we joined. So yeah, he'd sacked on g2, and this is exactly where we joined. And I'll leave you to the live stream, which starts around here. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and enjoy the rest of the live stream.